All right, man. We live.
Shout out Bruce Gas, aka Toka 2. You know I had to drop a track on my boy. Yeah, been your wrestling boys out till the baby. I'm the hardest young nigga, I ain't signed to no label. Hey, Bruce Gas putting no fights on the table. Calling that boxing since Kane versus Abel. Smoking so much gas, you would think that shit was fatal. If he was Chamberlain, Muhammad Ali. Shut up, Bruce Gas. One day we gon' meet. Yeah, we gon' blow it down. We gon' smoke hella weed. Yeah, we gon' blow it down. Nigga, to Toka 2, slipping hella shots, feel like flexing with the beat. Little Glock on my side, but it hit just like cruise. Shut match, that real shit, that's my fucking dude. We always cooking on the pan, strap to my side, I ain't talking about no sin. Bruce pass me the blunt, I'ma light it like a can. Hey, non-stop bars, man, I always spit flames. Feel like Bruce Gas always it's a strange bitch, you ain't like me, you could never feel my pain. You win and you lose, well, this a fight game. Don't beef on the net and the shit won't change. Said that on the street, you gotta do it for the game. Said that on the street, you gotta do it for the chat. I ain't undisputed. Yeah, hold on, I ain't undisputed.
Hold on, One City, hold on.
Hey, what we gonna title this show is Cold AF. Cold AF boxing recap, baby. It's cold outside.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, man.
Cold in the Philippines too.
20 degrees over here. But I'll tell you, man, I've been through some bitter winters, and this is really nothing, man. You know, it's cold, but it's not like a bone chilling, bone fucking. Bah. The older you get, the worse it feels. But compared to what I used to go through 20 years ago, man, the river in front of me used to be frozen solid. You know, you could walk across the fucking thing, the bay. You know, the Monho Bay. But it's definitely cold out there. I wouldn't want to leave my dog out there for any more than a few minutes. And hey, shout out to anybody that came on my channel. I see Daniel Berry, the Bud Files. Salute, fam. Thank you for coming by. Just Do Boxing.
Just Do.
Oh, yeah.
What type of dog you got, Bruce?
I got a big pit bull.
Oh, okay.
He's kind of a cross between a pit bull and a Cane Corso.
Oh, kind of. I mean, there's no accidents made if the dog is mixed with Cane Corso.
Well, I got him from a rescue shelter.
Oh, okay.
And he was like unadoptable. He was brought back twice, and they didn't tell me. A girl told me after. If I'd have brought him back, he would have gotten the gas chamber because he was just so big and he wasn't trained, so he was intimidating. He scared people who tried to adopt him, and you know, he never had discipline before. Me, I put the boxing gloves on. I had to show him who was boss. And it was tough, man. It was tough. But you know, a lot of love, lot of attention, walking a lot, and he became like I was like the dog whisperer, like Cesar Millan. He became domesticated, like Rocky.
Yeah, we rescued ours as well. I mean, all of our animals are rescues.
Justin James, Just Do, the Bud Files, Daniel Berry. Thank you guys for coming in.
Sure.
I know I just came in on that one, but Bruce, I have a cat that I don't really like. Yeah. The rule was if we get the cat, I don't have to do anything with it. You know, I don't have to touch it. You do whatever you want. So that's what happens. But I do feel like when I come across dogs that I can actually feel what they need. I can actually see more with a dog about their feelings and how they are actually closer to us with emotions than my cat is. And I can actually like interact with them. Is that how you feel about your dog?
Yes, I absolutely do. But like I was saying before, and you know, I did put the boxing gloves on him, so I've done that with other dogs I get. And that's like, you know, you can put food down, and if he's, you know, make sure he doesn't growl. Don't give it to him. If he's going to growl, make sure I can take his food away from him. But I found out this dog was like, he was the hardest one to control doing that because he didn't give a fuck. He was so set in his ways. Plus, he was so big. I didn't want to give him a full shot to the head, even with the 12-ounce gloves on. But You know, but I had to put some serious punching into it to get his attention because he didn't, you know, he was like coming right back at me when I first got him. But then it's funny because the bond is so strong right now, man. It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, this dog trusts me with his life. You know, he could have a fish hook in his paw, and he wouldn't bite. You know how other dogs would they bite you if you tried to touch it. He would know enough to have faith in me that I wasn't going to hurt him. Now, cats are a different story. Cats have a very different mind. It's like they're always trying to get one up on you, and I don't know, man. Cats are always,
For this, sorry for coughing. There's some good stuff. But I like the cat for this reason. I think that he knows that I don't fuck with him, so he don't fuck with me. And every now and then I'll feed him, he'll be happy, and we got an understanding. You know, I feel like a dog, if I had that attitude towards the dog would still keep trying to come, still try to be my friend. Still, the cat is like, yo, I want my space just as much as you want yours. You know, I think that would be the difference between the animals.
Yeah. Hey, salute to Daryl McKinney for coming in. He's smart. He got out of Detroit, went to Vegas, man. And last night, man, we had UFC as the main event last night. We had the daytime card with Michaela Mayer, Natasha Jonas.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch the boxing card and the UFC card last night?
No, but I heard that there was. Well, first of all, let me start with a disclaimer. Our fans know that I'm going to come on here and say that I didn't get the chance to watch. All right,
Yeah.
They know that already. But I did talk about them a lot today, and from what I hear is both of them were very close. Sean Strickland, some people in my gym felt like he could have won, but it was like the championship kind of role. The championship.
The takedowns, all them points on those takedowns. Strickland won the stand-up, beat the shit out of him with a jab.
Right.
You know, in boxing, it looks like Strickland won, but those takedowns.
Hey, Bruno, come here. Here's my dog now. Come here. Hey, come here. Come over here when I call you. Hey, you bastard. That's it.
Nice
Come here. Come here.
Hey,
Why don't you
call
come
me
here?
bastard.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Nice
See,
foot.
that's my dog. Can you see him?
No, it's dark.
What the hell is doing dark?
Bruce,
here, man?
your dog is so very delicious.
There he is.
Eat you, motherfucking dog.
There he is. You got-
This dog looks delicious.
I have to move these lights.
Yo, you can't
I
be
moved
eating
his
like
leg.
the Philippines.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, dang. Vince, look at those eyes, Vince. You can't tell me, man, that look like steak to you, bro.
Look, he's your best friend, Vince. Look at him.
Look at those pretty brown eyes.
You can't.
That's crazy.
Vince said it looked delicious.
Yo,
Now shake.
Here, I'll show you a delicious dog. Where's my dog?
you can't be
I got a
so
little
Asian,
round roast
man.
for you.
He can't be. Yo.
Dog ulit.
Hey, is this delicious? Hey, is this delicious for you?
I'm joking on you.
Man, that's the wildest thing I heard in a long time.
Hey, I was
Wow.
in Korea. In Korea, they ate Kegogi. You know that, Ernest. We
Yeah,
see them
wow.
dogs.
I got a story about that, but I don't want to tell it because I'm an animal lover.
I ate with Katusas all drunk, bro, and I ate dog on accident, bro, when I was with them in Korea, bro. And not on accident. I was all fucked up trying to be like, yeah, I'll do what you guys do. I'll take my shoes off in the restaurant. We sat at this little bar, like, you know, Korean barbecue, and all the meat's on the bar. And then they spent the most. We guys spent the most because they said Kegogi, and I'm like, at the time I didn't know. I was like, what the fuck? So yeah, we were eating dog, drinking some soju kettles, man. And yeah, it's customary.
Oh.
It's
I'll
an
be back.
expensive meat,
How did it taste? That's what I
Man,
need to know.
bro.
I
It's
was hated
amazing.
that night, but yeah.
I ain't lying, man. It's probably one of the best meats I ever had. But the Korean shorty, she kind of tricked me. I mean, I saw her hand the dude a lot of money. I was like, she must be giving them all $1 bills or something, but she gave them like a stack of bread, bro. And then we was eating. I was like, man, what is this? Because it was like, it's kind of like steak meat.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you know they make bulgogi. They're real into lean meats, bro. They're not into. It may have a gamey taste, but they're into non-fatty meats, bro. You know how us Americans we like ribeyes with marbling and all that fat. Koreans are opposite of that, man. They like real lean shit, man. So they'll carve dog.
If in Korea started raining snow winter, the Korean eating dog.
Yeah. MMA for fun said the blood made the fight seem closer. I think visually, yeah, it looked like Strickland was whooping his ass, but it's just those damn takedowns, man. Those accumulate points. So
yeah, I think the judges might have got like lulled to sleep because I mean, all Strickland was doing was throwing jabs. Like, I mean, I always thought that if you could touch a person with a jab enough, that eventually you're supposed to put something else behind it, you know?
Now, isn't Strickland the one that's supposed to have the Philly shell?
yeah, his last fight with Adesanya, he beat him with the Philly shell.
Did not do that fight.
And this fight, he looked good boxing too, bro. He might, he's one of those fighters that I think that if he transitioned into bare knuckle or boxing, he'd do fucking badass because his stand-up's good. He was whooping this dude's ass last night with a jab. With the strong
Speaking of the crossover, tell me how Chris Cyborg did.
Awesome.
Whoa, man.
Hey,
She got good form.
Shout out to BVO out there, bro.
Bro, BVO, Carlo.
MMA, shout out to you, my brother, and Q Ball. Thank you for coming by. Darryl McKinney, man. There's Darryl McKinney. That's Thomas Hearn's brother-in-law, bro.
Nice.
Shout out to my man. Shout out to my man Darryl McKinney. Make sure I give him one.
That he's not. He left Detroit and went to Vegas.
Vegas, he said, yeah, 20 below
Yo,
zero.
but you know what's crazy, man? I was out in Detroit last year, man. I fell in love with that city, man. I didn't go in the winter, but Detroit, for what it's worth, it has its areas, man. That it's a good place to go visit once.
I was only there once in my life. It was I went to Chicago and they stopped off in Detroit on a quick stop. I went to the bar, had about 4 or 5 scotches, had a few perks, and jumped back on the plane. That's all I saw.
Yeah, so we were in the same area. I stayed in the hotel, but I went up to 8 Mile. I went to where Eminem was supposedly, he lived, whatever. I drove where the places where they said that I shouldn't go. And I'm from Philly, man, and I'm like, yo, it's not the same. In Philly, the crime is like right in your face, like you'll see it happening, right? Like Google Kensington, and you'll be like, fuck. And Detroit is more of the poverty, man. Like you see a lot of abandoned houses and a lot of is a lot more. Seems like a lot more government let down in Detroit than anything.
Detroit is a city that was devastated when so I don't know if you know the history of black migration in America. A lot of people, like my grandparents, because I lived in Michigan. My grandmother, they left Jackson, Mississippi, like in the 50s and 60s because of the things that were happening down there, and they had to pass like blood tests. So the men had to have like good blood because a lot of the people was having like syphilis and different diseases. So they test them and then they brought them up to Chicago, Detroit, all to the cities up north to go work in the factories, bro. So that's how they blood test them and they get them to come up north and then they worked in those factories. So ends up happening is when the factory gets shut down, where the people are supposed to go work at.
Yeah,
they brought there specifically for those jobs.
This is the thing, though. Weed is legal in Michigan. And when I was there, like last year, I'm like, yo, is this money going to where it's supposed to be going? Because the streets are not really that good. The houses are still abandoned. Where is all this tax money going to in Detroit?
They don't allow certain types of people to get the licenses, bro. In Michigan, it's illegal. You can't even plant your own garden in the backyard, bro.
Yeah.
There's a lady who got put in jail for having her own garden for growing food.
But what I'm saying is where All right, you're a business owner.
Yep.
Where are all these taxes that they're collecting for marijuana in Michigan going to? I would seriously ask that question.
Hmm.
Where
Yeah.
is that money?
I mean,
Where's
the
that?
only place that's really doing right by that is Colorado, right? I mean, they got
I
all the
don't,
they got all the police officers driving Teslas, bro. Like
bro.
they took
As
care of the
far
homeless.
as far as I know, the only place doing right by that is Amsterdam. To be honest with you,
Yeah, I've been there too.
that's the only place I really know. I haven't been to Colorado, but I just know that there's something fishy going on now that marijuana is illegal in a couple of states. Um,
Hey Tim,
I,
there's
I
a
would,
question for you right here. It's about the suburbs of Philly.
that's where I'm from. Yeah, the suburbs.
But he said there was some shady stuff going down South Philly, relocating suburbs.
uh,
True.
all so Philly's a place where people go out. If you want to make it like to a comfortable place, you're gonna go outside of South Philly. You're gonna go outside of West Philly, and you're gonna go outside of North Philly, or you're gonna go to New Jersey, which is east.
Mhm.
I live north of Philly, only about 2 miles from Philly, and you know what? It happened about 15, 20 years ago, or even when my dad brought me up to the suburbs because he's from South Philly, and he made a couple of dollars and thought, oh, let me bring you to I live in Bucks County, which I if I wanted to jog to the Philadelphia border, I could jog to the Philadelphia border from where I live. But we also have Trenton, New Jersey, which Coach Tyler's from. Is it Tyler or is that his name?
Yeah.
Um he's 15 minutes from me, which Trenton, New Jersey is another hard city.
Ooh, it's rough.
And so I'm sandwiched right in between that. And what happens is people want to have a better opportunity for their kids, man. The school district where I'm from are really good, man. They're like top in the country, even though we're so close to these inner cities. So a lot of these families are like, yo, we're gonna move out here. Our kids are gonna go to the suburbs, which is fine. You know, when I was growing up, I didn't see another black kid until I was in like seventh grade, you know what I mean? But now my kids I would say my kids identify with the culture more than I do. Because it's that much difference of migration to Philadelphia. I mean, from Philadelphia and from Trenton. It's not just Philly. Uh, and now even people from New York are coming south. Even people from New York are coming south. Like you know, Bruce, you probably know about people going to the Poconos and the mountain areas and migrating down there. But
How,
that's what happened.
how about that crazy street in Philadelphia, Kensington? We see it on YouTube all the time. Is it
Oh,
just
it's wild, man.
is it let you see it?
Yo, I had so for the celebrity boxing match. Well, first of all, let me start back. When I used to go to Harrogate Boxing Gym, Kensington is also has a section called Harrogate. That's where Danny Garcia is from. Joey DeWaco's from there. A couple of other guys are from that area. I used to spar them down there as a kid. And that was before they made it the way that it is now. It was always a bad neighborhood. Kids from where I'm from would go down there to get drugs back in the day. You're in high school, you wanted to go score something, you go to Kensington. It's 20-minute drive or whatever. I
But
went to
but
go
it wasn't the fentanyl epidemic though, right?
Oh, it wasn't for us it was more Percocets,
Yeah,
Oxycontin. It was
crack.
the pill era. But I went there to go pick up my boxing trunks for that celebrity boxing match that I had. And it was the craziest thing that I've ever seen in my life. And the reason why I say it's crazy is because there were people that were high, oblivious, dirty, not dirty, but still high. All different kinds of people down there, all for drugs. But the one part that really caught my heart was that there was normal people that weren't getting high that had to walk through it to get to the bus, to get to work. There's kids that had to walk through it to go to school. And that's really that's what stood out to me. All right, we know people get high. Everybody's seen it on TV, but they don't really show you the people that have to live in those neighborhoods that are walking outside just to go to the subway, and they don't get high, but they have to walk through that. Like, I'm talking about within inches of people that are nodding, inches of people that they know have needles, inches of people that they know that might rob people so they can get money to get drugs. And these people are walking like it's their everyday thing. You know, that Kensington, if you guys get
They're not even hiding it anymore.
it's actually like I'm a fan of The Wire from Baltimore, you know, and they had Little Amsterdam and where everything was legal, where the cops didn't say anything, they let them get high there. That's what Kensington is. Kensington is a place where you can go and get high, and the cops will let you get high as long as you're not committing any other crimes.
We got it's same here in Albuquerque. We got boulevards, neighborhoods that are same as Kensington. You know what I mean? We got central boulevards or Kensington basically, but man, it's sad, man.
It's bad, man.
Cops don't do shit. Yeah, you just see crowds of people, man. That, you know, hundreds of people fucking getting high. Yeah.
You see girls that you went to high school with go down there and disappear, never to be saw again. You know, it's a shame. You guys should really look. If you just type in Kensington, there will be 100 documentaries on YouTube.
Hey, it's not just Kensington, bro. Like your area, I covered all those places because I was an imaging engineer. I went to all the Med Expresses, like I installed the X-ray machines, MRI, CTs, and worked on them. Mm-hmm. All those hospitals I had to work at and go there and repair the equipment. Baltimore's bad.
Yeah,
there's places up in Boston that are real bad. Portland, Oregon's bad. Every city has that, bro. And the bad part is that, like you said, the police will be sitting right there. And they'll watch somebody shoot up and OD and just go. I mean, they either let them die or they go give them Narcan. There's needles and stuff everywhere. I call them zombies, like, because that was some of the wildest stuff I ever seen. And then the people who own these gas stations, they come over here and they're selling the people K2 and all these synthetic drugs that are causing a problem. I'm like, how is our government allowing these dudes to sell this synthetic stuff right out of the grocery store?
It's crazy, man.
Well, right now, I'm seeing weed sold on the internet on these legal sites. They're calling themselves dispensaries. Will ship to any state. I'm waiting for a package tomorrow, man. I'm hoping it's the real deal.
You got.
I just got one, Bruce. That's the one that it works.
Hey, but you know what's crazy though?
They're selling fucking pounds for like $500-600 cheaper than I can get them for from the growers. And I'm saying, nah, this is gonna be a scam. I'm not gonna spend that much money. So I just took a chance. It's $100 minimum, and I'm gonna see what happens. You know, I got a tracking number. It says my package will be here tomorrow, and
well, let me know.
I definitely will, man, because this is totally I'll drop the fucking site into the chat, and you can go check it out.
I got some free
Some of those people are getting pinched. Some of those people are getting pinched training day style, right? Because it's not legal federally.
Yeah.
So every now and then they run down on those people and take everything they got there.
It's like it's like a Russian roulette, but there's probably 50 fucking calibers, 50 chambers in the fucking revolver, you know. So like that, the chances are pretty good for you, especially like me. I've been taking chances all my life.
I got a free gift from a subscriber, man. He'll run the dispensary out of New York. I reviewed his weed, and yeah, man, that shit's the truth, man. I got some free bud, man. Not so long. I was kind of worried it was coming in the mail. I was like, fuck, he sent it to me in the mail.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. Like what I'm saying, it's not legal federally, and people are mailing it. Like, that's wild.
That is, yeah.
Let me go back real quick to the whole inner city thing where the things are bad real quick. Because what I want people to understand is that those are the same kind of places that give us the Danny Garcias that fight. They're the same places that give us the Gabriel Rosados who also train with us. You know, they're the same places that people fight because they want to get out of. So some of our best fighters in the world come from them kind of cities, man.
Yep.
You know,
That's a
all.
valid point, man. And for a long time, I was like, man, why are Puerto Ricans and Dominicans and Filipino, why are all these people from around the equator so mad? They live in paradise. And then I started watching documentaries. Seems like some people came in, took their land over, made them subservient, and the people are just angry and they just end up fighting.
Yeah.
That same story is over the whole globe, bro.
Right.
I was like, man, why are these people so mad? I went to your island where you got plantains, bananas, you got pretty flowers, big fish jumping out of the water coming to holler at you. You know what I'm saying? What you mad for, bro? Eating good?
They're not mad. They're hungry.
Yeah.
They want better. You know, they want better. And you know, I joke around sometimes, and it's funny that we're talking about Kensington, but I got some young guys in my gym, and I tell them, and I don't know if our viewers will find this funny or not, but I say, look, you need to go get you a girl from Kensington and bring her up here, and she'll think that you're giving her the world.
Oh yeah.
You know, she'll think that, you know, a restaurant up here is everything. You know what I mean? That's what you need to go do. Bring a girl out there and show her what another life is. Like that's the same thing. That's the same thing that fighters think about. You know, they're running. I remember when I was fighting, I was running, and I'm like, man, I see that mansion on MTV Cribs. Like, that's what I'm running for. You know what I mean? That's why I'm getting up every day and jogging. And that's why these fighters that come from these places, man, we're talking about Detroit, some of the roughest places in the Bronx, you know, some of the, you know, California, LA, you know, St. Louis. They come out of them places because really, if you got everything that you need, everything that's comfortable, you're not going to be fighting. You know, these guys want a better life.
Man, Corey Holcomb used to make jokes about that. He's like, man, I took this girl to the Cheesecake Factory one time, and she acted like, you know what I'm saying, like that was everything. She didn't know what to do.
A lot of those poor bastards down in Kensington, man, they came from the high life. They've been to the finest restaurants and stuff, man. They gave it all away. They don't give a fuck. They just want that high every day. You know, I think if you took them out, they'd go right back down until you beat that addiction, man.
I'm not telling these guys to go down there and get the drug dealer. I'm telling them to go down there and
get a girl.
Get a girl. Go down there and get a girl that has to walk through that shit every day, that doesn't want to see it anymore. You know what I mean?
Wow, somebody who has to live there.
Yeah. I'm not. I mean, I would never tell anyone to go.
Well, save a crackhead. I'd be like, hey girl, I'll get you right. I'll save you.
Make sure you bring a pillow because she's gonna be nodding.
Hey man, those people got the best balance ever, bro. Like they be like, you know, you got the Michael Jackson lean. That must be like, bro. Like I was like, how do you?
I can't believe it, man.
They never fall, bro.
Never.
It's a shame. We shouldn't be talking like this, but I know exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It make them like, it give them like anti-gravity powers, bro.
I seen two of them holding on to each other, not falling, using each other to stay up.
It's so sad, bro. I've seen all the drugs do their major fucking siege on generations, but I never saw anything like the fentanyl.
Yeah, it's bad.
And the fentanyl with the xylene, man. You know, the trank shit that they're selling, it's rotten flesh off.
I thought that fentanyl was something people didn't want to admit that they were doing. Now people are saying that they're addicted to fentanyl.
Yo, fentanyl is crazy, bro. Listen, I was medically discharged from the Air Force, right? I had a lot of injuries from Iraq and Afghanistan. I've had like 15, 16 surgeries. And I got to a point where I was in so much pain that regular medication, I had patches, fentanyl patches. Yeah. You have to go through the strongest drugs ever just to get to the patch. and those patches last for 3 days, bro. But if a person were to put one of those patches on without going through the process, your
Yeah.
heart will stop.
Yeah.
You'll be out of there. So I'm like, yo, how did we go from prescribing this stuff for like cancer patients and people at the end of it to people just taking it recreationally? That's wild, man.
Great.
Oh, they were shipping out perks and all that shit in the mail, bro, for the longest
Wow.
time. I don't know if they're still doing that shit, but
No,
Yeah.
you kidding me, man? I had doctors writing for the highest doses for me for 8 years at a shot, 8 year stretches. I was getting like 150 milligrams of Percodan, of Percocets rather, the 30 milligram, the blue ones, 5 a day. And that went on for years. Oh yeah, it was, and it was crazy because I didn't have any cancer or anything. I had arthritis pain, and it was exaggerated by myself to the point where I knew how to fish with those doctors. I know how to hook, line, and sinker them for years. I mean, pain clinics and everything.
Right.
But that's nowhere, man. I feel so bad for the people that are still hooked on that stuff. And the fentanyl, that's not only the euphoria, but that's taking a physical toll. You can see, man, it's like turning people into zombies. Their teeth are out, man. They're fucking, everything's falling off.
You can't even touch
Yeah,
that
exactly.
stuff. You
There's
can't
shit-
touch it, smell
Yeah.
it.
Cops can't
It'll
touch
take
it,
you
right?
out.
yeah.
Yeah, and see, I haven't touched any of that shit in about 10 years. But and I know they gave my wife oxys for her when she had her operation on her lungs, and it was, believe me, it was kind of like a little bit of a victory for me where I didn't even I didn't eat one, I didn't crush one, and I could have easily done that. Nobody would have known any better. I would have been just like the old days. But I know, man, that's the road to ruination.
Yeah,
That's why
they won't give no weed to soldiers, but they'll ship out some.
Hey, let me make a joke out of this.
Weed.
Since you brought up, going and save one of the crackheads, or
No,
save one
I
of
did not say save a crackhead.
So listen,
No.
hey, so you get some good boxes and stuff out of those areas,
No.
right?
Yeah.
100%.
What about the hollers? So West Virginia had it the worst out of everybody in the whole country. So that's where all the coal miners are. A lot of those guys got like black lungs and all this stuff,
Yeah.
and so they brought all the pills and drugs there, right?
Right.
Their boxers have not evolved, bro. Because
Right.
you feel me?
Right.
Mm.
I don't know.
Unfortunately, for towns like that, they don't have enough educators to get them to where they need to be. They might have the heart and the talent, but they just don't have the educators.
They didn't pay them people in cash. Those coal mine companies created their own form of monetary value, and they gave the people that. Those people used to shop for groceries with that, bro. And then when they shut the coal mines down,
Yeah, that's old stuff. That's when they would pay you with the tokens. But
but
that's old.
there's no recovery for how you can't.
From what I understand is
the company store.
there's a lot of pride in being a coal miner, a lot of family lineage, a lot of people want to work in there because their dads did it, their uncles did it. And a lot of the times in those towns, that's the only real industry. It's like that or drugs. So
Yep.
That's I guarantee you if they had the right we'll call them professors. If they had the right professors in that town to educate some of those people that live in those towns, we would get some good fighters out of there, because those are towns that are like our cities, but they're in the country where there's not opportunity, where those people are hurting, But like a lot of places, the reason why I mentioned Baltimore, DC, New York, Detroit is because they have the teachers there. I'm not going to say Boise, Idaho, or you know what I mean? Even though they might still have the same amount of poverty, the same issues, it's just unfortunate when it comes to this profession, they don't have the same educators. Now, if some of these other trainers wanted to go out there, they could have, if they never made a world champion, if they went to places like that in Oklahoma and I don't know, Iowa, and they would make a lot of money because people are starving for our sport, but they just don't have a place to go.
Yep. That's a good business plan right there, man.
I have it. I have it in my mind. My girl, she's from a place called Marengo, Illinois. Plenty of guns, no fucking boxing. So, like, the market is wide open in some of these towns. We just need some of our boxing legends or people that are interested in training people to know that that's places that they could go to and make a difference.
Absolutely.
Right. And I was gonna switch over to boxing a little bit, man.
Yeah, sure.
We got Tuesday. We got two big title fights, man, going down in Japan. So we got boxing on Tuesday, and then we also have, I believe there's a Thursday card. I've seen it on here, but we got Delakian 12 rounds flyweight against a Kui, Japanese, and or actually no, I take that back. That's Taraji. Taraji is fighting too on Tuesday, and Artem Delakian. Yeah, Taraji and Canizales are fighting. 22-1, 26-1. That's a unification bout at I believe junior flyweight. AG5, salute.
Yeah,
The one I'm looking forward to is Mongia and Ryder. That's on Saturday night.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight, man. That's gonna be like one of them low key fight of the year type joints, man. Because it seemed like Munguia is chinny, right? But he got the hammers with him, bro. But he chinny.
Yeah.
Derevchenko had him going not long ago.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be just like that again, bro. That's just who he is. But he's with all the action.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that.
Hey, Quickly, G5, thank you guys for coming in. Much love. And
G5
next week, Munguia and Ryder's the big fight next weekend.
Yeah,
that card's pretty good.
Fight back.
I mean, that's a 50-50 fight if you ask me.
How long has it been since Jamie has fought, or do we call him Jaime?
He fought Derevchenko in the beginning of last year. It was almost
6 months ago. I think it was in June, wasn't it? July? It was last summer. So.
Yeah.
And that's pretty recent by today's standards.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, the winner of the fight will get a fight with Canelo. So Ryder's already got it. They'll be mandatory by the IBF. And I don't think he'll fight Ryder again. But
so that opens up the can. Who? This is like the first time that we really, or for me, you guys might have it. We don't have a opponent to where we know who Canelo. Like, all right, we know he's going to go this route. I don't know where he's going next.
Well, I said last week. I said it before that, and before that, I had two people I thought Canelo would probably go see, especially after Jamal Charlo's last performance, because he's not taking it. There's no reason for him to roll the dice anymore, probably from his opinion, but we want to see him challenged. I said he probably they probably want to see Munguia first, Jamal Charlo second, and then after this Mbili dude called him out, probably got him third. And it seemed like that's what they're trying to line up. So Canelo,
there's a rumor. It got leaked, man. They're saying Jamal, man, and it's from one of those sources, bro. They don't know if it's credible or not.
I was just talking.
Cinco de Mayo, it's gonna be Jamal. They're saying so.
I was just talking about this. About the Mexican monster. Men talk about the Mexican monster. We gotta have the Mexican monster in here.
That's what we want.
That should at least be the third fight. Fuck.
I mean, my man calls his own shots, and we can't. What can we do? Don't watch it. Don't buy it. Somebody's gonna watch it and buy it. He's gonna get paid no matter what. I mean, he's got Hennessy.
He's got a big fan base. Yeah.
He don't even drink Hennessy in Mexico. Well, how does he have Hennessy?
If PBC wants to make a big fight, that's the fight to make right now, man.
I mean, do you think that would be good for like their second card on?
No, Cinco de Mayo, man. That's the big fight everybody wants to see.
Yeah, you're right.
Fucking right, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you think they're gonna roll? You think Canelo's gonna roll the dice on Cinco de Mayo with somebody who could possibly beat him?
Why not, man? You never know. So, the miles that Canelo has on him, it could just happen like that overnight. Think
Anybody.
and a big strong guy like Benavidez, who's hungry. We just saw what he did to Plant. We saw what he did to fucking my brother Demetrius Andrade. I mean, he's at his peak right now. It's a shame, you know. I have no control over it. None of us do. But these are the fights we want to see, and if it doesn't happen, it sucks, you know.
What'd you think of that Saudi Prince and what he wants to do? What his plans are for boxing? He wants rematch.
Man, His Royal Highness, that's my man.
Yeah.
Turkey Al Sheikh, bro. That's the savior of boxing, bro. I like him. I saw the interview with him last week,
Yeah.
and he was talking about his appreciation for boxing. And his favorite fighters are Larry Holmes and Roberto Duran.
Yeah.
They even asked him, was Muhammad Ali? No, like no. I love Ali, but no. Mike Tyson, he's my brother, but no. They said Floyd Patterson. He goes, no. And you know, he mentioned Duran and Larry Holmes, and he just said he's a fan first. Talked about all the fights he saw as he grew up. And you know, he's 30. He's 42 years old, and he's very, very, very serious. That he just wants to bring fights in there. He's the Minister of Sports and Entertainment for all of the Islamic countries, and he just wants to bring fucking huge sporting events there.
Did he mention that he has some health issues?
I didn't get it at all. I didn't.
That he mentioned that there was mention of him having health issues, and that's why he wanted to make fights happen.
No, he didn't mention that about fighters though. They're getting old. It's like, you know, let's make this fight. It did, you know, no more time to marinate. He mentioned a couple of specific names with that, but I didn't know.
Hey, he can send me a check, a ticket.
I'm with it, man. I agree. I see where Roland's coming with it. A lot of people are going to say that it would kill boxing and the golf. Remember the golf situation? It's
not all. It's not going to be golf fights, man. It's just going to be his promotion. Certain fights.
He's making fights happen that fights would never happen. So we're getting fights that would never happen. So even if it's over there, we should be appreciative that, you know, the fight's being made. A badass fight. You know, watch it on TV at least. You know what I mean? But rather than shit sitting marinating here in the States.
Maybe they'll give him a date in America.
Yeah.
You know, you never know.
Yeah. You never know.
He could, because he got money. He could fucking rent whatever fucking any venue. He can talk to Jerry Jones. He can go to Vegas, man. Get T-Mobile, whatever, man.
I feel like this is a challenge to American billionaires. It's like, hey, look, you have an opportunity to compete against me, making them compete against each other. You feel me? It's like, I got the money. I got unlimited access to money. Right. I'll build an entire arena to get the best fights. It's up to you guys to challenge me.
They have to care. You're not going to get Jerry Jones to say what this guy said about Muhammad Ali or about Floyd Patterson. He doesn't know enough. You know, so they have to care, first of all. If they don't have that, then this guy with all that oil money is going to win out boxing fans all day. All day. The only thing that he is missing, in my opinion, is what we're talking about right now, is the American connection. And he don't need us. We need him.
That's right.
So, well, see, he even mentioned, you know, he said this is not boxing. This is not the 80s and 90s. That's dead. Back then, boxing was the number 4 sport in the world. Now it's number 14. So it's like, you know, he just feels like it's his job. It's his duty to bring boxing, make it alive again, bring these fights together that we used to see back in the day, and basically money. But he has unlimited funds to do it.
You got to go to these lower weights and get us them fights that we want to see, though.
Right.
I'm all for AJ and Francis.
The politics is going to get in the way of it, though. That's all
Well,
I
he
gotta say.
mentioned he wants to put Tank and Devin Haney on.
Yep. But hey, listen, man,
You
you
guys
gotta
remember that reporter that got killed? Remember that they just killed that
Yeah.
reporter, and they're the straight Shariah. Like you're talking, that's what you know
was
they
that a
do.
long time ago, or was that recent? Which one?
That was recent, bro. That murder of that reporter, that was like 2 years ago.
I thought you were talking about like Khashoggi.
I think that's I don't know what his name was. He had the glasses. That he was the one that was going.
The guy you're talking about.
Yeah,
A little bit heavier.
yeah, but they murdered him here, bro, stateside, didn't they? And am I correct?
I don't think
I don't
so.
know. I think that
But
they
the American politics got involved with that. I remember
Yeah,
that.
no, they got him over. They got him over there.
Yeah,
They got him
I
over
think
there.
we're talking about Khashoggi. If I'm
but we were butting in their business on that shit. I remember, and you got a lot of people that are like, oh, they're murderers, and you know, these people you can't
Well,
trust.
hey, listen, man, they're still operating the way they have always operated. You know, it's not by a circumstance that they were able to build an entire boxing city in 60 days. You don't
Right.
put up an arena and a ring that comes out of the ground in 60 days without some cheap labor. You feel me? So they still operating the way they operate. They got
that for a fact.
yes, they operate the way they operate.
I'm
But
looking at it a little different. I'm looking at it a little different. I think that they kind of realize that the world is a smaller place right now. Too many roots everywhere. I think they're trying to show that they have human rights. They're trying to bring tourism there. You know, I don't know if they have booze or anything there, but I think they're trying to break down those walls, and I see it as like a next generation coming in. You know, kind of atoning for the sins of their fathers.
I appreciate you for that, but what better propaganda than to use sport to make us feel like all those values, all those human rights violations are not happening when our man Ernest just said 60 days. We know Qatar, and I don't want to get too political on here really, but we know that there's human rights violations in the Middle East already. But this is what I'm saying. Our guy right now that we're talking about, the Prince, he's probably on our side. He's probably a good guy.
Yeah.
But we know from history that it's hard for one guy to change thousands of years of history. But it's a good start. It's a good start.
yeah, they create zone. They're trying. I feel like they're trying to create a zone where you can a world kind of open type zone where people can come and just kind of do what they do out there in the world. But as soon as you step outside of that little area right there, you get caught slipping.
Well, you're talking about Sun City, South Africa. If you remember what that was back in the 80s, that was a little white haven. It was all resorts. They had world championship fights there, and black athletes, black entertainers. They had a huge boycott on going to Sun City, and that was apartheid. That was a different time, but that's the same thing you're talking about in Saudi Arabia. If that's what you're saying that they're doing.
That's what they're doing. I mean, women are allowed to be uncovered over there, and before they couldn't even show up to the fights. You can't come, you can't come. So, I mean, I see what they're doing, but listen, so we brought up Tank and Devin, right? So he wants to put that fight on over there. But last time I checked, Tank got an ankle monitor on.
Yeah.
How are you? Don't you have to get passports?
Money.
How you going to get overseas if you got a
money, bro? If you don't think that,
it all depends on the district attorney right there, man. Because it comes down to, is he going to go by the book and say, nope, you have 3 years of probation, you cannot leave the country, or are they going to say, well, he is making $100,000 donation to the police athletic fund, so let's kind of give him 2 weeks away from the bracelet. He's going to come back, and we're going to blood test him and everything else, and Because you know how it works in the world of everything.
Right.
They got Bill Haney to Australia.
Yeah.
He wasn't supposed to be able to
Yeah.
travel.
There
Politicians
you go.
somehow, bro, and then the way that they get rich is by taking money from people that got money. So if you don't think that they'll get Devin Haney out of that ankle monitor over to wherever he got to get, I bet you that
Tank is the one with the ankle monitor.
yeah, Tank. Sorry, Tank. I guarantee you that this politician or whoever they have to talk to, there's a way. There is a way. There's a number. And you have the Saudi prince who numbers are not an option. I'm just saying, I've never met a broke politician. I mean, I'm just saying. And how did they get rich? I don't know.
Right.
Man, so if sports is supposed to be the way that we kind of free everybody from whatever is dealing with, why are we still human trafficking Cubans in from MLB and their boxers? How come it's hard to get their boxers off the island? You get what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy, bro.
Yeah, some countries are harder to work with than others, I guess. But somehow we still get them here. I don't know. Somehow they find out how to get here and make millions. They might not be able to go back home, but
yeah, I mean, what my man Frank Sanchez, he's supposed to be 20, but he looked like he's 43. He looked like he's 43, bro.
It happens, man. I remember growing up watching that Little League baseball player from Puerto Rico, man. Yeah, even though that's American. Remember him, Danny something? He was like throwing 90-mile-per-hour baseball. He was like 18 and the other kids were like 12.
Yep.
That was crazy, man. But look, I don't want to leave yet. I really want my viewers, because I'm streaming this live on Facebook. I want my streamers to know what's going on with Skywalker and the situation. I don't know if you touched on it in the beginning before I hopped on or not.
Oh, yeah, man. Instagram, man. They I've never had no issues, man. Never had no issues. I noticed I had one of those streamers come in, man, trying to jack the followers, whatever. But right after that, my shit got shut down yesterday. So I don't know what's going on, bro. I got a screen that says they're going to get back to me. So I'm waiting. Maybe probably it's a business day, Monday. But I asked them what's going on. I don't know what I did wrong, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully I can resolve it, man, and get it back. If not, I just gotta stay low, bro. I'm gonna keep my circle private, man. I think on the streaming, I'm gonna do a private fight club, man. I'm gonna pay for a service, for a better streaming service that's private, that's not social media. So then we can drop a link and we can invite 100 people. It's a 100 people platform where I can throw a screen on there, and I basically have them fights on the screens. Me and Ernest have the capability of always putting every fight on at all times. Like you know what I'm saying? We can make that a fight club, and that could actually do something. That'd be kind of cool, man. That'd be a cool attachment to the show that we have an exclusive fight club. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
we'll
be the administrators, so we'll be able to do what we're doing, but with the screen, with the fight screen. That's dope. And
so You brought up something that actually just sparked me and my business mind. What if we created an OnlyFans for boxing followers that wanted to watch boxing, and
every single pay-per-view, every single match, but on the low? You know what I'm saying?
Could you do that like an OnlyFans?
For combat sports, we can include everything, bro. We can even throw wrestling in there for people, man.
But what I'm trying to understand is, could we do it monetarily and really put it out there?
Not monetarily, but we could take donations off of a channel Cash App or something.
If they're selling,
it would take integrity. It would take integrity. It would take work.
This is the wild, wild west. If you can get away with it.
If you made if you made a Fight Club or OnlyFans type of fucking
Yeah, that kind of deal. But I'm gonna do it on Zoom. I'm thinking, bro. Zoom Plus.
Yeah,
I can
I'm
have a.
going to go to OnlyFans. I'm going to go to Ebony Bridges.
If I get up to 100, I could pay for 300. You know what I'm saying? I could get 300 people.
Yo,
I can host to 300 people.
OnlyFans is not just for that, Bruce, you pervert.
This
There's
kid,
my brother, man. Joseph,
Bruce
let me
gonna
talk.
start a streaming app called called Christian Mingles. Christian Mingles with a side of weed.
Hey, I'm
Christian
gonna drop a
Mingles
link
and
for
the Green
Joseph, man.
Dragon.
My brother Joseph, man. Shout out to Team Casemiro. There's my
Going
bro,
on,
man.
yo. That's my man. Yo, he puts a lot of work in.
I love
I
Joseph,
see-
man.
I
That's
see
my bro,
Joseph
man.
all the
And we got Miss Bitch in the house, man. Much respect to
Uh-oh.
Miss Bitch, the holy bitch queen.
I haven't met her.
Yeah, much love to Miss Bitch. I man, that's another one subscriber right there.
He helped you out before.
She was in Renee Bach's young site one day, and he didn't even want to say bitch. Renee- I forget what Renee was calling her, but it was so funny.
Give a salute after that.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Young Sensei, yeah. Oh, he's bad, man. That's Joseph. That's yeah.
She said
That's
she said she like a man with a callus on his hand.
Oh,
I see
So-
Joseph almost every day on there.
Strong hand.
Skywalker. So nothing's gonna change to our show on Sundays. We still doing the same thing.
Yeah, same thing. I'm not gonna back out. I was kind of getting frustrated with the social media because I had to redo. They kicked me out of Facebook. They kicked me out of Instagram. I'm on my second YouTube, so the streaming has to change, bro. Like, if you guys want some fights, like shit, we're gonna have to do this shit. Private server. I'll throw you guys a link, and you guys come in like a theater. You guys can all hang out. They'll be typing and everything, and I could probably add people to the stage, shit like that. It'll probably be a lot better.
A Skywalker out here like a vigilante. He like Daniel Boone and David Crockett out here.
Yeah. Pioneer man.
Yeah, man.
Well, look, Tommy Bundles.
Tommy, what up, bro?
And yo, I see you out there doing more stuff from the sky too.
Yeah, do you see the GoPro? That's badass, huh?
Yeah, I see you out there, man.
Man, that if you guys go to my last live stream, man, that motherfucking shit was cool, man. I get my coworker and I was able to see the chat. He was on his, I could see him. He was entertaining people, and it was pretty cool. It worked out, man. So I have to give it to my other coworker, Anthony. Let him do a drop with it. Kind of messing around, bro. It's a different kind of audience, you know what I mean? With me, I want to do in-air boxing segments. So I'll have my GoPro on, and I'll talk about something while I'm doing something crazy. So it draws people's attention. Plus, it gives them the boxing news. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do segments, man. It's hard to go live because I can't really film in most windows, man, because people are on the other side, and like I'm filming them while they're getting checked out by a doctor. You know what I mean?
You're filming from a public space. You're not.
No, from a public space to a private space, because these are like exam rooms. I be seeing ladies, man, in stirrups sometimes, and I have to look the other way.
Hey, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Let's get Bruce up there. He'll be all right.
man. And we got girls. We got girls that are hanging off the buildings now, bro. We trained 2 girls. The guys won't do it, bro. I swear to God, we got 2 girls that are doing it now.
Wow.
And we trained them on a little wall repetitively. Yo, we put them on a big motherfucker to start with, bro. 9 stories, bro. And they did it. They've been doing it, bro. Their second day of hanging, man. We're watching them. We're rappelling with them, making sure that they're doing everything right. But we got 2 girls that are kicking ass right now.
So before you go over the side, though, everything on that side you're already like comfortable with. It's all secure and everything. Like
You
you're
got-
ready.
It depends, man. Like when
It
I'm on the yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's hard getting into chairs. Sometimes I have to take a 32-foot ladder up a wall, and you know tie my safety to the safety line, just in case I fall, and I have to like drop into my chair, and I'm tall, bro, so I gotta stick my legs in and get over signs and shit. Sometimes the building has fucking letters and. Bro, sometimes it's a bitch, man.
Hey, man, I don't know why you're so surprised that females would like that. You need to do a background check. I guarantee they
Well, we're gonna give them easy shit for now, bro. Like
they
all
got
the
them
easy,
swings hanging up in the room.
they're good as long as it's easy to get into. All the technical
Okay,
stuff. We're gonna do the technical stuff, but we got a lot of easy stuff we could put them on.
Bro, you didn't hear what I said, did you?
No, I
I said
didn't.
you gotta do the background check. I guarantee they got swings in their room, bro.
Oh, yeah, probably do. No, they're both Jehovah Witnesses. They're both Jehovah Witnesses, bro.
Hey,
They
but
got
they
Jehovah-
they wild too.
Nah, you got two. I got two
They
good
just
Christian
don't
girls.
celebrate their birthday. They
Yeah.
that's all.
What would you do if you walk in somebody's room and they got a wick chair dangling from the ceiling?
Yo,
Yeah.
I'm out of here, yo.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you guys next week on that one.
Yeah.
Bruce,
Hey, just all right.
Ernest.
Take it easy, Tim.
Skywalker,
All right.
I
See you,
appreciate
brother.
you guys let me talk over you and interject myself.
My bad about the swing. Yeah, I didn't know about the swing. Yeah, but
But
no, we got two good girls, man. They're athletic. They're both young and stuff. So, you know,
They would probably be doing the same thing on the other side of the windows for about a third of the what they're getting, and they said, "Oh, what the hell, man? Put the harness on and pray to God and go off the side of the freaking building." And
yeah.
what
Wow.
more
You
do
know
you
what
They
type
go
of
to church with
bravery?
my boss done convinced their ass. I don't know, man. So
You know what type of bravery it takes for a woman to get on the pole and upside down and drop herself to the ground about an inch and catch herself with her legs?
They do that at my strip club for
That's the
whatever.
brave. Hey, Skywalker, they built for that, bro. You should probably recruit women, bro.
right. It seems like it, bro. We put a guy on, bro. He got all shaky and shit. The girls did better. We had a guy and two girls. The girls passed the test so far, and now we got them dropping. The guy ain't even dropping. He's like, nah, he's not even gonna fuck with it no more. So yeah,
Get you some of them gymnasts, man. You know, be spinning on them parallel bars, flipping and shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Go find some of them shorties that failed out of the Olympics.
It's good for business too. My boss thinks it's good business, man. He's like, yo, if I have at least a couple girls on the squad that get on the ropes, man, you know what I mean, and do some, not complex stuff, but pretty easy stuff, and it looks good on the company.
You send them out to get the contracts.
Shit, people are gonna see them through the window, and they're gonna refer them, and business will get better with when you got a couple females doing dangerous shit.
Man, I'm coming up with all kinds of names right now. Hoes and harnesses.
Yeah. I might do a channel for that, bro. I was thinking about doing a faceless channel with a camera. And even Bruce could do that, being on with your ocean and all that shit, bro. People love that shit. That's like ASMR. You set up a camera on your porch. Fucking people could just watch your camera, bro. Have a camera 24. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Window cleaning twerkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Confessions of a window cleaner. I hear that.
Hey Bruce, when are they do another one of those trivia nights, man? Because I might have to light you boys up next time. Me and my wife was distracted. I gotta do some work with y'all next time.
I don't know, bro. That's only the second one I've been on over there. They might be doing one tonight. Traveling Fools. He comes on around 10:30 or so.
Yeah, if they do another one, I won't end, man. That looked like it was fun.
It's every Wednesday night trivia for them?
No. He does it on Sunday night. I don't know if he does it every night, but I'll let me go over there and look. Let me go look at his homepage and see if he's got something going on. Traveling Fools.
What'd you win, Bruce?
I didn't win anything. I came in second. I kind of didn't come on. I didn't finish the quiz too well. I started off. I was wiping them all out, but then they had a different kind of quiz in the middle, huh?
Who beat you?
Blood box. I beat you by 2 points. My computer was slowing down towards the end and shit, man. And it's not that I didn't know any of the answers. I just every time I typed them in, it was his went in faster for some reason. I don't know why. I did it as fast as I did the first set of questions. And the first set I was up by like 13-0 practically. But like I said, the second one it was after they did a quiz about trivia in TV shows in the 90s and stuff like that in the 2000s. And so my mind was kind of going other places. Then I did stuff. Then I came back for the last part of the boxing one, and I just I wasn't as good as I let off the gas. So
Hey, he
I came-
actually had some good. He had some good questions.
yeah, he did.
Yeah, Blood
He
has
did.
his internet. It's hella fast.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
see.
what I was talking all type of trash in the car. I was like, man, y'all lucky I'm not on there. I got the Verizon Files. I mean, y'all Metro PCS internet having boys.
You get locked up rolling in the Philippines. Weed is highly illegal. You don't find no bud smokers out there. Yeah, let's go to the fucking prison for weed in the Philippines.
Yeah,
Crazy.
the punishment was death a little while ago with the last president. You
Yeah,
get caught selling or using, they just kill you on the spot, man. That's crazy.
Well, we're in a generation now where if it ain't legal where you're at and you like it that much, move to somewhere where it is. Because there's so many places around where it's legal now. LaRon, my brother, salute. Thank you for coming by and rolling with the punches.
salute, Laurent. So next weekend we got Collazo on the undercard. He's the champ. You know the Collazo. He fights at I don't know fuck up his weight class. I don't know if he's a bantamweight. He's a
Hey,
Puerto Rican champion.
I meant to ask you, who is this Pacheco kid?
Diego Pacheco.
He's
No,
badass.
Luis Robles Pacheco.
Oh, I don't know who he is. He has a brother, Fed Pacheco. Fed and Diego are brothers. This guy might be just a different Pacheco.
Okay.
But Fed is a heavyweight in the Benavides camp, and Diego's a super middleweight in the Benavides camp. Real good fighter.
Yeah, I had another direct hit. I didn't want to bring it up, but I'm at the top. I'm at the top of the chart on both aisles this time.
Nice. Damn, you're doing good.
I'm 9 out of 10 right now on picks for this week. Got with 3 left.
We got a lot of fights on Tuesday. We got a Japanese card with Taraji and Canizales, and then we got Delakian and another Japanese cat that are fighting. So it's 2 title fights.
What are those going to be early in the morning?
I believe so. Early in the morning. I could check. Let me look. Hey, can you keep it down, please? Delakian.
Hey, Bruce, you hear about that alien down there at the mall in Miami?
Yeah.
Yo, that's wild, man. They said that joint was disappearing and reappearing. Like
A creature, they said.
it was
Everybody in the wall. They had all sorts of police, Bruce. They had a fucking alien in the Miami Mall. That happened like a month ago, I think.
No, that was like last week.
No, it was longer than that.
Was
I
it?
think.
I thought it felt like it was like last week.
It was like a month ago, but they keep posting it because it's a trip, bro. But they don't know what it is. Like, there's not really good camera footage of it, though. But everybody's freaking out in this mall saying they're seeing a creature and shit.
You're right, January 5th.
Oh, yeah, Taraji. Let me look at what time it starts.
Man, it's probably like 3-4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, 4 a.m. Eastern.
Yep.
Fuck, that's 2 a.m. my time. But that's when it starts. Probably when I'm waking up for work, I might catch the main event. That's the unification belt right there. That fight, let me see what belts are they. I think it's IBF and
Man, you know one thing I know,
WBC.
the Japanese fights don't seem like it seems like they don't really have. I mean, I know you got like your hometown favorite or whatever, but they don't have a problem making that person lose. I kind of enjoy that.
Yeah, 2 title fights for I don't know, Artem Delakian for a flyweight title. I don't know which belt though. Yeah, it's 4 fights. You got Robles Pacheco, Tenshin Nasukawa. You gonna watch it, Bruce? Starts at 4 a.m. on Tuesday. You gonna wake up early, smoke you a
I
bowl?
don't think so, bro. I've been taking this supplement, man. I'm sleeping like a baby the last few days.
Nice. There's fights.
Bruce on that snack program.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, it says sleeping pill, but it's really testosterone replacement treatment.
I might not be on fight night Saturday, bro, because I might be at the bare knuckle fight in Albuquerque. I might get a ticket. I'm not sure yet.
There you go.
Yeah. So I might take a week off from the streaming anyways. I'm gonna try to organize it though. It gives me time to look at that at different kind of programs I can use for that shit.
Yeah, I haven't pushed the button on the actual pro subscription on the EV Mux yet because I don't think that you can zoom in cameras. I want to be able to use my cameras to be able to zoom in on stuff. So I'm not going to be paying these guys $50 a month, and I can't use other camera setups where I can actually use the zoom feature on it. So I'm doing research right now to try to figure that out before
They got Streamlabs. They got StreamYard. StreamYard, I don't know, bro. That $50 that 86 Boxing uses, his programs look way better, man. They're like 4K or something. You know what I mean? The quality seems more zoomed in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let me see.
This is a $25 plan right here. It's okay. I got my logo instead of the StreamYard logo. I could do some certain different kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Let me see.
I got the same one. I think it's $9.99. They had a sale on it when I first joined StreamYard. In fact, I had the $25 one, but then they had this $9.99 special if you signed up for a year. So I signed up for it, and they switched me over, and they've been charging me that forever. And it's probably the same one you got. You can have like 10 people on there, and
yeah, $10 a month. Your grandfather did.
I think so. They haven't. That's pretty funny, but yeah, I know a couple of people that are too.
My dad was like that with the Sunday ticket. They used to give my dad the Sunday ticket. He was grandfathered in with the price and shit. They kept trying to always raise his shit up. So he's kind of locked in. You don't have to worry.
I had the black boxes for the Sunday ticket. I hear you.
Yeah, my
I
dad.
hear you. Clear. Well, listen, bro. I think I'm gonna jump off, man.
Cool. Yeah, me too, man. I'm gonna watch a movie with the family, man. Chill out.
You know what I've been watching, bro? I never in my whole life I ever watched a single Soprano episode, but since I've been on like Facebook and on YouTube, they got the shorts and the reels that come by, and they have little clips of them. And I'm saying, shit, that's interesting. So I started watching it, and I watched the first episode last week. I watched like 13 episodes, and I'm on like the 5th or the 6th episode of season 2. I may go watch another one of those before I conk off, but I'll tell you, it's pretty interesting watching them goombas in New Jersey and New York City slap the fucking grease out of each other and blow each other's brains out and fucking eat managat and fucking meatball sandwiches and shit. And fucking, it's fucking funny as a bastard. I'm surprised I didn't watch it. I was too busy when it was going on HBO. But anyway, that's what I think I may go do now because
it's always better. I prefer to binge whole seasons at one go.
Yeah, it is kind of cool.
I watch I do the Mayans. I'm into those motorcycle ones and shit. Fucking the Sons of Anarchy. That's a good one.
I missed all them, bro. For some reason, I was doing fucking YouTube.
If you ever watch Sons of Anarchy, then you can jump into the Mayans, man. And that's like the Mexican bikers, man. That's fucking badass.
You know what I was digging, man? What About Saul? You ever see that one? The Breaking Bad fucking spin-offs and shit. I was digging on that for a while, but then I just lost interest. I can go back to streaming it now.
You ever watch Breaking Bad about Albuquerque, Bruce? Breaking Bad's a badass fucking series too.
No, only a couple of episodes. I watched Better Call Saul, which is a spin-off on that. That was his lawyer. And they'd always go back to fucking meth labs and Breaking Bad and shit like that.
Bruce, watch Breaking Bad. Out of all of them, fuck those biker ones. Do Breaking Bad. That makes Albuquerque famous, man. That series is badass, bro.
Is it true or what?
It's
Is it
true,
fake?
man. That's how Albuquerque's wild like that, man. We got wild ass little city.
Man. People disappear, loose lips sink ships, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
It's like mafia shit. Like if you like The Sopranos, you'll like Breaking Bad.
Definitely, definitely. All right, my brother.
Hey,
All right,
Dylan,
fellas.
Ernest,
Down.
we'll definitely do something this week for sure.
hey,
All right.
pleasure, man. We got Thomas Fern's relative in here. That's what he was saying. Much respect, Earl. Thank you for coming in. Hey,
Right.
but Ernest, man, much love, man. Thank you for coming
bro.
in, man.
Yep, every time.
We'll work on that fight club, man. We'll get the fights going, man. We'll probably do a Zoom plus. I'll test it out with some.
Yeah,
people.
whatever we do, man, it kind of got to be on the low. To be honest, we really